Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore. Ricky Dean along with you from Canoe, Alabama, as we get set for high school football on a Friday night. We've got the Escambia Academy Cougars and the Hooper Academy Colts coming your way. And, of course, excitement around here this week. It's homecoming week for the Cougars. Also excitement because last week the Cougars picked up their first win of the year after dropping their first three. So they're 1-3 on the year, hoping that they can get a big homecoming victory tonight against Hooper Academy as they come into town. Just a few minutes ago, got an opportunity to speak with head Cougar football coach Jex Billups, and we're going to play that interview for you here and let you hear what he had to say about this week's preparations, with it being homecoming week and coming off a big win last week. So let's go to the interview and hear what Coach Billups had to say about the game tonight. Good evening. We're here with Coach Billups. As Coach, your second game of the year at the helm of the Escambia Academy Cougars. Big win last week. I mean, it was really an incredible game to watch. The kids fought for you the entire ball game. It was a lot of excitement. Fought right there to the end. Had to, because you were in a scorcher against Valiant Cross. This week, homecoming, a lot of distractions, everything going on. How have you guys handled that this week after coming off a big win? So it was a different feeling for you at the beginning of the week, and now going into homecoming. How have you guys handled this week practice-wise?
We had a good week of practice. You know, I told the kids early on, leave all the homecoming stuff up there, and when we come down here, it's time to go to work. I feel like they've done a pretty good job with that.
Well, good. And going into this game tonight, homecoming, you got Hooper in town. They're coming down I-65 from Hope Hull. What have you seen about them on film? What are you guys going to have to defend?
They're going to run the ball most of the time. They got two pretty good running backs, three pretty good running backs. Their O-line's pretty good. They got some big guys up front. Just got to fill our holes and make the tackle.
It's kind of refreshing last week. One of the things you said that I remember in our pregame interview is you said, hey, we're going to line up and run the football. And you did, and I liked that. I liked being able to see kind of that old school, the I formation.
Yes, sir.
Had a tight end, had one wide receiver out there. More of that tonight. Can we expect to see more than that?
We're going to run the ball.
Oh, I hear you. And it seemed to work for you. And one thing that I noticed that it worked is because I know you guys have some speed at receiver and everything else. You got a good quarterback in Jacob Lee. One thing that the run did is it opened up the play-action pass, and you guys were able to complete more passes coming out as a running team. Was that your intent?
Yes, sir. We were going to try and open it up, like you said. Coach Hawthorne, he's calling the offense right now. He did a great job. Can't put enough praise on him.
Any changes to what we're going to try to do on offense tonight? You put in any wrinkles or anything? Or?
No, sir.
Okay. And everything's looking good. All three phases last week really looked good. Your offense, defense played great. Came up with some big stops when you needed them. Kicking team came through on kicks. We made some extra points. Those 1 point, those extra points are big, especially in close ball games.
Yes,
so just you got anything you want to add before we break this up?
Yes, sir. Go Cougars.
I hear you, Coach. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
And welcome back as we just got through getting to hear from Coach Jex Billups as he gets set to coach his second game as the interim head coach at Escambia Academy. And, of course, the team on film last week, if you got a chance to listen to the game on the radio or see the video of the game on either Facebook or YouTube, the team looked incredible. They looked like a totally different bunch. The kids played, I think I kept referring to it as inspired football, and that's what they looked like. The kids were really inspired, and you could tell by the way they were playing on the field that they really had bought into what Coach Billups was selling them, and they played inspired. I mean, it was refreshing to watch. It was incredible, and I fully enjoyed it, and certainly think that we'll get to see some more of that tonight as they play for homecoming 2022. They're taking on Hooper Academy, coming down I-65 from Hope Hull, Alabama, and of course we'll have that game for you in its entirety here in just a few minutes. About 6 minutes away from the opening kickoff or the start of the game. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break and come back, and we'll talk to you a little bit about what we may see in tonight's ball game, what we hope to see anyway, as we continue. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
This is Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fulmerton, or call 296-2471. Why buy at Johnson Ford? We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. You're proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. To experience the no-hack, best price, worst way of doing business, stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
Won't you join me as we pray? Father, we are grateful for this pleasant evening to enjoy a great contest of this great sport. Father, we're thankful for the safety arrival of our guests, and we pray for safety tonight in this contest. We pray for fun and enthusiasm in a great area and night of sportsmanship. Father, we know that there will come a time when the game clock will end and people will return home, and so we ask, Lord, again, for your blessing and protection in getting everyone home safely tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And now the national anthem.
Diamond Gasoline stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lots, land, or commercial property in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
And there you have it, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, as we get set to play football tonight in Canoe, Alabama, the game between the Escambia Academy Cougars and the Hooper Academy Colts. Your captains for tonight's ball game for the Cougars is going to be quarterback number 1, Jacob Lee, also number 3, senior running back Christian Crook. And also a captain tonight, number 11, an 11th grader, Shelton Riley. So Riley will be one of the captains for tonight's ball game. Looking out at the Hooper Academy captains, trying to get them for you, it looks like I saw number 8. That's actually...
Captains tonight for the Cougars, number 11, Shelton Riley. Number 1, Jacob Lee.
Trying to get the other numbers, but right now I'm trying to look through other ball players, and it's kind of hard to get that. I do see a number 3. That's going to be Slade Russell as one of the captains for Hooper Academy. And I can't make out the other numbers because people are blocking them. But that's okay. I mean, what we need to do right here is we're going to see who wins the coin toss of this ball game and who will be getting the football first on this Friday night. Of course, the Cougars, like I said before, coming off a big win last week against Valiant Cross Academy out of Birmingham. It was an incredible game, a hard-fought game by the Cougars, a game that they played from beginning to end. It was inspired football. It certainly was. That's the only way I knew to describe it last week, as the Cougars just kept battling, stayed behind most of the game, but basically on the legs, a good team effort, but the legs of Jacob Lee had a lot to say about how that game ended up, as Jacob was able to get in the end zone as time wound down during the ball game, and the Cougars got on the board and ended up winning that game by a score of 25-18. So according to Coach Jex Billups, tonight the Hooper Academy Colts are going to try to run the football. So we'll have to see what the defense of the Cougars are able to do. They played inspired defensively last week too, as there were some talented players on the other side of the field for Valiant Cross, but the Cougars were able to make a couple of defensive stands and come out on top in the ball game. So it looks like Hooper won the toss. Hooper elected to defer to the second half. The Cougars are going to get the football to begin the game, and they'll be on offense first, and they will receive and protect the north end zone. So the Cougars will get the ball first, as the Colts from Hooper Academy will do the kicking duties, and we'll be set to go here in just a few minutes to try to get this game going and hopefully pull out another win for these Escambia Academy Cougars. That's what we're here to do tonight, and that's what we hope we are able to do. Tell you some things real quick about Hooper Academy. They are from Hope Hall, Alabama, up I-65. You can see the school when you get to Hope Hall, right short of Montgomery. If you look to your right, that's where the school is. I've been up there before and broadcast some baseball games and also some basketball back years ago. And their school colors are Kelly green, white, and orange. They're coached by Coach Marty Baker, and they're in Region 1, AISA Region 1, in the 2A division of AISA football. Of course, the Cougars of Escambia Academy are in Region 2, AISA Region 2 of 2A football, and they are coached by Jex Billups, and they wear cardinal and gold, and this is our home field right here in Canoe, Alabama, Bachelor Field in Canoe. And so the Cougars are going to get set to receive the football to start the game. In Hooper Academy, they'll be lined up. If you're looking at your radio, or you may be watching it on either Facebook or YouTube, they're in the white uniforms with the green helmets with orange and white on those. So they're fixing to tee the ball up at the 40, and we're going to get started and get underway. Back deep to receive for the Cougars is going to be number 3, Christian Crook. Also, number 1, Jacob Lee. He's going to be back there as well. He's the starting quarterback for the Cougars, and when the Cougars have the football, he'll be running the offense. Now, the Cougars did something different last week that was really refreshing to see, because you don't see very many I-formation run football teams now. Everybody wants to spread the ball out or run some little newfangled offense or whatever that they think is going to work. Not last week. The Cougars came out like men and lined up in an I formation, and they ran the ball over the top of Valiant Cross, and that's what they're going to be hoping to do here tonight, according to Coach Billups in the pregame interview. Ball's teed up at the 40. The whistle's been blown, and there's the kick. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be handled by an up-man on about the 30-yard line. Got some running room, going to break through, and he's gone. That's going to be a touchdown on the opening kickoff for the Escambia Academy Cougars if no flags are down, and I don't see any. So Christian Crook, number 3, got the short kickoff, fielded it on about the 30-yard line, made a move, and went down the other sideline 70 yards for a touchdown. And with 11:47 to go here in the first quarter, the score is the Cougars 6 and the Colts nothing. Point after touchdown coming. And so that was quick. And nice. It's what the Cougars needed to do. They needed to get out early. In to do the point after touchdown attempt, that's going to be number 1. That's Jacob Lee. There's the snap. Snap's good. Ball's down. Kick is up, and it is Good. So with 11:47 to go here in the first quarter, the Cougars already lead by a score of 7-0. So we'll take that. We haven't even been here long enough to really take a commercial break yet, but we'll stay right here with it. And so good things happening for the Cougars early as they get a score in just 13 seconds. So with 11:47 to go in the first quarter, and that was Christian Crook that went 70 yards. Christian Crook went 70 yards for a touchdown on a kickoff return. And so now the Cougars kicking team's going to go out, and they're going to kick the ball off and let the Colts have the ball on offense, and they need to play some inspired defense right here, do the Cougars. That was so quick, I don't believe anybody out there is actually sweating right now, maybe except for the kids from Hooper that were chasing Christian Crook. So the ball's teed up at the 40, and the Cougars are going to kick off to Hooper Academy. There's the whistle. There's the kick. Kick is going to be high and end over end. It actually gets down on the ground. Going to be picked up now by a back making the return. He's going to be jumped on and taken to the ground. And he's going to be just short of the 25-yard line. It'll be Hooper ball, first down and 10 for the Colts at their own 23. So 11:37 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars with a 7-0 lead over Hooper Academy on homecoming 2022. A lot of excitement, a lot of kids dressed for the homecoming festivities. All the homecoming maids are dressed and ready to go out on the field during halftime. There's a handoff to a back. Good defense there by the Cougars as the Colts try to go at right tackle, but that play stacked up and nothing has moved on the far side. It looks like a failure to gain anything at all, so it'll be second down and 10 for Hooper Academy. As they break the huddle, quarterback's in the shotgun. They've got slot receivers to both sides, right and left. There's a snap, looking to throw, got a man open. He's going to make the catch, but then he's going to be dropped after a gain of, looks like about maybe 6 or 7 yards on the reception. Actually, they move it back, and it's actually going to be third down and what appears to be 4 yards now. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got backs flanking him on either side and split wide receivers to right and left. Handoff is going to be to the back around right end. Looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. So on the carry is going to be Slade Russell, a 10th grader, number 3 for Hooper Academy. That play is going to gain enough yardage for a first down. It'll be first down and 10 for the Colts. The ball will be spotted down at their own 35-yard line with 10:09, 10:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Wide receiver split wide to the left, not as wide to the right because that's the short side of the field. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback fakes to each back. Now he's going to keep the football and carry it out to near first down yardage. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short, maybe about a yard or 2. So a gain of 8 on first down and 10 on a little misdirection there, a little run pass option. The quarterback faked it to his running back and then pulled it out of his belly and just kept it at left tackle and gains 8 yards. Second down and 2. Hooper with the football. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back in the backfield. He's going to have enough at left tackle for a first down as he comes across the 45 out to near the 49-yard line. That's where it's going to be spotted. And it'll be first down and 10 for Hooper right there, just short of the 50-yard line. Clock running, 9:06 to go, first quarter. Cougars with a 7-0 lead. They scored, as on the opening kickoff of the game, a 70-yard kickoff return by number 3 Christian Crook of the Cougars. And now the Cougars play defense against Hooper Academy. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back, looking to get wide. Oh, fumble on the play. The ball's on the ground, and the Cougars have it. Number 3, Slade Russell on the carry for Hooper Academy. He gets hit at about the line of scrimmage, and the ball is fumbled forward, and the Cougars are able to get on it, and so they're going to take over the football, first down and 10, going the other direction. Ball will be spotted at the Cougar 41-yard line. First down and 10 for the Cougars. With 8:37 to go here in the first quarter, the Cougars lead 7-0 and looking to add to that lead now as they have the football back on offense. Be the first offensive play for the Cougars in this game tonight, as they scored on the, basically, it wasn't even a play, it was a kickoff. They scored on a 70-yard kickoff return by number 3 Christian Crook. There's a snap. Handoff is going to be to number 5 of the Cougars, looking for running room, and he's going to gain about 3 yards on the carry for the Cougars. Is number 5. That's going to be Devin Kelly, an 11th grader for the Cougars. Kelly's going to gain about 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8. Cougars huddled up. They'll break the huddle. They're going to have a slot to the right side, a split in to the left, and an H-back to the right as well. There's going to be a direct snap to the quarterback, Jacob Lee. Jacob Lee fights for yardage right up the middle. And he's going to gain a couple. Ball's going to be spotted down at the Cougar 45-yard line. So it'll be third down now and 6 yards to go for the Cougars on offense. The ball spotted right at their own 45-yard line. Clock running with 7:23 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars have slot receivers to the right, single wide receiver to the left. Jacob Lee takes the snap, looking for running room, still dancing around. He's not going to get a first down, but he's going to battle for yardage out to near the 48-yard line, and that's where he's going to be dropped down. That'll bring up a fourth down now, and it's going to be a little bit short of a first down. Looks like it's going to be about 4 yards. So fourth down and 4 in the punting unit going on for the Cougars. Number 1, Jacob Lee, he'll back up, and he's going to punt the ball away to Hooper Academy. So the Cougars come out trying to establish the run on their first offensive drive of the game. There's a high punt. It's going to hit down on the ground and take a bounce. And finally be down. The ball's going to be down just inside the 35 at the 33-yard line. That's where Hooper Academy will take over on offense. And we'll keep it right here again, and we'll take a break here in just a minute, the next chance we get. But the Cougars are going to have the defensive unit back out there on the field. It'll be first down and 10 for the Colts of Hooper Academy. The ball looks like it's about the 23-yard line. First and 10, Hooper at the 23. There's the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun, looking to throw, looking downfield, got a man. The ball gets tipped away, no flag. So good defense there as the safety came over and got position on the receiver. And a high throw as they try to throw one of those 50-50 balls where both kids go up and jump for it. And the Cougars are able to win that play as they tip the ball away incomplete. Clock stopped with 6:12 to go first quarter. Cougars with a 7-0 lead. Hooper Academy with the football. They send a guy far left. He's just out there as a decoy. I don't think the quarterback's got that kind of arm, because from where the quarterback was in the shotgun, that's going to be a 35 or 40-yard throw just to try to hit that receiver. Penalty marker on the play. They're talking to the white hat now as they try to sort things out. Holding against Hooper.
Holding's a call against Hooper.
So it is going to be holding against Hooper. The Cougars will take the holding call. It's going to end up being, well, it's a 10-yard penalty. It's basically half the distance anyway, as the ball will go down and be spotted near the 10-yard line. It'll remain second down, but it's going to be second down and a bunch, second down and 20. The ball spotted at the 10. Hooper has to make it all the way out to the 30 for a first down. 6:04, clock stopped on the penalty from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back. That's going to be, he's breaking through. Still on his feet, gets enough for a first down. Cougars are going to have to take him down, and they do. But at right tackle, Slade Russell, the 10th grader, number 3, able to make a good run on a second down and 20 and pick up enough for a first down. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line. That's where it'll be spotted first down and 10 for Hooper Academy. Clock running with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars leading by a score of 7-0. Hooper from the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. They've got a wide receiver split wide left. That's to the wide side of the field. From the shotgun, handoff is going to be to That's actually going to be number 1, Zach Rushley, on the carry, a senior. So Rushley, the ball carrier. And he's got some wheels as he takes the ball at right end and is able to pick up what appears to be about 7 yards. Well, actually 8. He picks up 8, so it'll be second down and 2. Ball's going to be at the 48-yard line. And here's Rushley now split wide out here to the near side. Handoff is going to be straight up the middle as Hooper runs behind the big offensive line right there trying to pick up a first down. It's going to be close. Depends on the spot.
Play picks up a cold first down.
They do call it a first down, so it's going to be first down and 10 from midfield for Hooper Academy. Just picked up enough. So first down and 10 from midfield for the Hooper Academy Colts. As the Cougars on defense, they got to come up with a stop. Wide receiver far right, slot receivers to the left. Handoff is going to be to the back, right at right guard. No penetration on that side of the football by the Cougars, as that big offensive line is knocking people backwards off the ball. Ball's going to be spotted at the Cougar 43-yard line. So now a second down and 3 for Hooper Academy. From the shotgun, there's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, looking for running room, finally going to get hit. And he gets wrenched down. He's going to pick up some yardage, though. Doesn't get enough for a first down, as he looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short. So a good job there of containment by the Cougars to this near sideline, as a linebacker finally came up and made a play on the quarterback. Quarterback faked it to his backs, just pulled it out and tried to come around left in. And he was hit and drove backwards. So now it's third down and 2. Cougars need a stop. Wide receivers split wide to each side. Now whistles, and it looks like, yes, the Colts are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. With 2:46 to go here in the first quarter, the Cougars lead by a score of 7-0. We'll be back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Greg Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts, 251-368-2148.
And welcome back as the Colts run at right tackle on 3rd down and 2. They pick up enough for a first down as the play does gain 3 yards. So that's going to be a 1st down and 10 now. The ball at the Cougar 39-yard line. And the drive continues for the Colts. Wide receivers split wide to both sides. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback in the shotgun. Handoff is going to be to 1. He's got some speed running at right end and finally gets drugged down. That's going to be Zach Rushley, the 12th grader, at right end. He picks up enough for a first down and beyond. As a good offensive drive here for the Colts as they keep the football, and they're eating up a lot of time on this clock. 1st down and 10. Ball's at the 20-yard line of the Cougars. Wide receivers split wide to both sides. Quarterback from the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield with him. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 1 again. That's going to be Rustley. And Rustley still on his feet as the pile just moves and moves and moves inside the 5-yard line. Looks like they whistle him down at about the 3. It's going to be a 1st down and goal for Hooper Academy from there. Rustley is a load, and I tell you, he's just a strong kid. He's not really that big, but you can tell he's got that lower body, the big thighs and everything that you like to see in a running back, and he just runs the ball with a lot of power. Back split wide to either side. Quarterback number 4, Ron McGinty. There's the snap. Big pile, let's see. Looks like the Cougars have the football maybe. Looks like a fumble is going to be recovered by Escambia Academy, and the Cougars are going to have the football. We're going to give the credit on the fumble recovery. I believe it's Nick Kane with the football, so the Cougars are going to take over on offense. So inside with only 3 yards to go for the end zone, 1st and goal from the 3. Hooper Academy gives it up. And now the Cougars have the ball on offense. It'll be 1st down and 10. The ball spotted at about the 7-yard line. So the Cougars got what they needed. They needed a stop and got one. Not exactly sure what's going on. They're actually giving the ball back. They actually must have given. They gave Hooper Academy a touchdown, and so that was strange because everybody thought the Cougars had the football and were lining up on offense. But the scoreboard now has 7-6, and the point after touchdown, the extra point crew is out there. And so I'm not sure exactly how all that took place, but everybody came jumping up and down looking like the Cougars had the football, and the offense even ran out there and was trying to get over the ball. And the next thing you know, Hooper Academy's lining up to kick an extra point. Coach Billups is out there. He wants an answer. And so the white hat and the umpire, they're going to come to the sideline and give him an explanation. I'm not sure he's going to like whatever they got to say. Because here, I mean, everybody, myself, Cougar fans, and everybody thought that the Cougars had the football. There was never a signal of a touchdown that I saw. You can tell Coach Billups is kind of heated because he's already pulled his hat off. Of course, he don't need to throw it, because if you throw it, the thing that I've always heard said, that better not hit the ground, because if you throw it and it hits the ground, that usually means you're going to get 15 yards. So anyway, he's getting the explanation, and you can tell by the demeanor he's showing the head referee he doesn't really like the answer, but that's what the answer is going to be. And so now they're going to go back out, and Hooper Academy is going to line up and kick the extra point. So with 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Hooper Academy's on the scoreboard. And the point after is blocked and no good. So the Cougars are going to have a 7-6 lead as we continue here in the first quarter. So 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 7-6 the score, the Cougars with the lead, and with only 53 seconds left to go in the quarter, we'll just keep it here and we'll take a break at the quarter break. But that was just a strange play because everybody thought that the Cougars had the football. As a matter of fact, the ball was moving in the opposite direction, and it appeared that Nick Kane had taken the ball away from a running back and was actually moving toward the Cougars' end of the field. And everybody was going with it. No signal of touchdown or anything like that was going on. And then all of a sudden, they line it up back up at the 3-yard line. And Hooper Academy's kicking the point after touchdown. So 7-6 is your score. Cougars with the lead. 53 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And this first quarter has just flown by. And that's what happens when both teams run the football. Nothing stops the clock. So there's the whistle. Hooper's going to kick a onside kick. It's going to be fielded by the Cougars. So a good job there by the Cougars front line on the kickoff receiving team as they stay awake. You know, really what happens a lot of times is you're not expecting that onside kick. All of a sudden it gets kicked. And your job is to turn your back on the kicking team because you got another guy that you're supposed to go pick up. So you're turning your back and running to your spot. And a lot of times that ball's bouncing around back there and somebody gets on it. But the Cougars do a good job there getting on it. And it'll be first down and 10 for them at the 44-yard line. I formation. Handoff is going to be to number 3, Christian Crook. Crook looking for running room, got some running room. He's going to run over a guy and finally get knocked down at about the 45-yard line. Flag's going to be on the play. That's probably going to be in an area where it's going to be holding against the Cougars. So a good run there by Christian Crook. And the clock stops with 32 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As they discuss the penalty, it'll be a spot of the foul penalty, if it is holding, in fact. So from where the flag is on the ground, it's going to be holding against the Cougars, and that's going to be 10 yards from that spot. And the hold looks like it actually took place from the line of scrimmage or maybe from just behind. So it's going to remain first down, be first down in a bunch about 20 yards for the Cougars. And the clock whistled into play, counting down 26, 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cougars break the huddle. They're just kind of meandering up to the line of scrimmage. 19, 18 seconds left to go from the I formation. There's going to be a handoff straight up the middle. The ball's going to be fumbled, and it's going to be picked up by number 1, and I bet nobody catches him. Somebody's got to tackle him and get him on the ground as that ball was fumbled and is going to be turned over back to Hooper on the last play of the first quarter. And so we'll take a break from here and come back. Hooper will have the football, first down and goal, as they'll have the ball inside the 10-yard line. And we'll take a break and come back. The score, Cougars 7, Hooper Academy 6. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Every neighborhood is different. Home, unique. But one thing is sure, everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their home. Indoors, outdoors, they're always. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips, expert advice in getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing the porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
And welcome back as we continue here in the football game tonight between Hooper Academy and Escambia Academy. 12 minutes on the clock. First play of the second quarter coming after the fumble by Escambia Academy on the last play of the first quarter. Hooper with the football. They're going to be first and goal from inside the 10-yard line on about the 7. There's the quarterback taking the snap. Now a handoff at right tackle. It's going to be to number 1. That's going to be Russley. Zach Russley, the 12th grader, takes the handoff from Ron McGinty, the 11th grade quarterback. Play is going to gain yardage at right tackle and be close. Now spotted down at what appears to be nose of the football just beyond the 2-yard line. So about 1.5 yards. Second down and goal. McGinty, the quarterback, he's going to be in the shotgun. There's the snap. Going to hand it off again to number 1. He's going to battle for yardage and looks like he's going to get in as the touchdown. The 2 arms are raised, signaling the touchdown. So with 11:17 to go in the second quarter, Hooper's going to get back on the scoreboard. As number 1, Russley, Zach Russley, takes it in. And the point after touchdown going with 6 points on the board, now 12 points on the board. More than likely, Hooper going for 2 right here. McGinty, the quarterback, looking to throw. Slant pass is going to be incomplete for the point after. So with 11:17 to go, the score is going to be Hooper 12 and EA 7. So Hooper leading by a score of 12-7 after the touchdown. Of course, the way they got down there, Cougars had the football, but a Cougar running back, that was Ty McCants, number 2, fumbling the football. The 9th grader just gave it up. And, of course, Russley, Zach Russley, who's probably got the most speed, especially on the Hooper side of the football, he was able to pick up the ball and run it toward the goal line and got it all the way down inside the 10-yard line to the 7. And then 2 plays later, Hooper Academy gets the ball into the end zone. So with 11:17 to go here in the first half, the score, Hooper Academy 12, Escambia Academy 7. So a couple of things, couple of bad breaks for the Cougars, kind of bite them or bit them. And so they got to correct some errors and just get out there and play Cougar football, reestablish themselves, and hang on to it. High end over end kick going to be fielded at about the inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. So Devin Kelly on the return for the Cougars as he comes out, brings the ball out to near the 25-yard line. Just across the 25, we'll call it the 26. It'll be first down and 10 Cougars with 11:08 to go here in the first half. 12-7 the score. Hooper Academy leading EA on this homecoming night 2022. So the Cougars with the ball on offense. Jacob Lee's going to break them out of the huddle. Let's see how they line up. Lee's going to be in the shotgun. He's got slot receivers to the left and got whistles on the field. It looks like it's going to be a dead ball. It's going to be a delay of game against the Cougars as they just never got in and out of the huddle. So it's going to be first down and 15. The ball backed up from the 26 back to the 21-yard line. 11:08 to go here in the first half. Cougars trailing 12-7 to Hooper Academy. Slot receivers to the left, wide out to the far right. Handoff is going to be to number 22 for the Cougars. That's going to be ST Clarke on the carry. And Clarke doesn't find any running room as he tries to make it around right in, but a good defensive play there by Hooper. Clock running, 10:43 to go here in the first half. It's going to bring up a second down and 15, or it actually looks like there was a loss on the play. It looks more like 20. Like second down and about 20 yards to go for the Cougars. Jacob Lee from the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking to throw. Steps up toward the line of scrimmage. Pulls the ball down. Looking for running room. Now he's going to stay on his feet and continue to fight for yardage as he's going to find some running room far side on a busted play. Jacob Lee was looking to throw the ball downfield, just didn't have anybody open. And finally just pulls it down and takes off running. And it looks like he gained about 6 yards on the carry. It'll be second down now. Or it may be third down and 14 yards to go. So actually they call it 3rd and 15 from the 21-yard line. Cougars backed up. They need to get a good offensive play here. Need to try to pick up this first down. There's the snap. Jacob Lee from the shotgun, looking now, rolling to his right. Stops, going to throw back across the field. Got a man open. Got a lot of running room. That's going to be number 5. If no flags are down, that'll be a Cougar touchdown. That's number 5, Devin Kelly. As Kelly came across the field, Jacob Lee was scrambling for his life and finally stopped, saw Devin Kelly break open and was able to hit him in stride. Devin caught the football and never slowed down from the 21. That was a 79-yard touchdown reception. And the Cougars are going to go up by a score of 13-12. So with 9:04 to go, Devin Kelly on a 75-yard reception from Jacob Lee. And the Cougars take after the point after is good, the Cougars take a 14-12 lead. Or actually, they must have missed it. I was looking down making notes in my pad so I could keep up with it, and so the extra point is no good. And so at 9:04 remaining here in the first half, Cougars with a 13-12 lead. And so let's take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Heat Sports Grill, 30 Below Ice Cream, located at 110 North Main Street in Atmore, invites you in. From appetizers and sides to their famous bone-in or boneless chicken wings, or one of their fan favorites, delicious burgers, sandwiches, or hot dogs. And don't forget to leave room for dessert. The Heat Sports Grill has Wing Wednesdays, $1 bone-in from 5 to 8, and college football Saturdays, it's $1 bone-in all day. They open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. You can call ahead, 51308-4238, or order online. The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice.
For an incredible dining experience, from delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm. You're coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather Restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
And welcome back. After the kick, Hooper Academy with the football. They're going to be spotted first down and 10 from their own, looks like to be about the 28-yard line. As they break the huddle with wide receivers split wide to either side. Two backs in the backfield with the quarterback McGinty, who takes the snap. He's going to hand off to the back, who is battling for yardage at right tackle. The back on that carry is going to be Rushley, actually. I keep wanting to put an H in there for some reason. But it's Zach Russley, the 12th grader, number 1.
Play picks up 4 yards, second down 6.
So 4-yard run on first down, second down and 6 now for the Colts. Wide receiver, he's just window dressing, split way out there to the left because nobody could, they'd have to put a cutoff man like in baseball out there to get that ball to him. Handoff is at left tackle. And the pile moves very little as the Cougars do a good job there on defense. Stopping the Colts short of a first down. Play gains, maybe about a yard. It's going to be third down now and 3, a long 3. Nose of the football at the 35-yard line. Here comes the play in from the sideline as Ron McGinty goes over and gets the play. McGinty will be in the shotgun. He's going to have wide receivers split wide and left. Now they go, they set up they're going to fake the handoff. Now looking to throw. Let's see, he's got a man wide open. They hit the big tight end. As they had a lot of movement there on the play, and it looked like the movement that they had confused the defense. And the big tight end, number 6, Luke Mosley, a 10th grader, was wide open in the middle of the field and was able to catch the ball and take it for a first down for Hooper Academy. So it'll be first down and 10. The ball moves all the way down in the Cougar territory to the Cougar 31-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Hooper Colts.
First and 10 from the 31.
It's going to be first down and 10 from the Cougar 31-yard line. Wide receivers split wide right and left. Two backs in the backfield. Handoff is going to be to 24. That's going to be R.J. Coker, the senior. There is a penalty marker down. Trying to see what we got. The expectation is holding against Hooper Academy. There's the signal. It is a holding call against Hooper Academy. That's going to be a 10-yard spot of the foul penalty. It's going to back the ball all the way up to the 43-yard line of the Cougars. So penalty yardage, it is going to be a first down, but it's going to be first down, and the penalty actually occurred behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be in the neighborhood of around 25 yards to go. There's the snap. McGinney looking to throw. Got a man going down the far side. Pass is going to be intercepted. Looks like number 3, Christian Crook, with the football. Crook running. Good stiff arm there as he reverses his field. Don't need a block in the back, just need to let Christian run the football, and he's going to take the ball far side all the way out of bounds and finally be knocked out in Colt territory. The ball will be spotted. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 48-yard line. So near midfield, just across midfield, as number 3, Christian Crook, on the interception. He ended up returning the ball about 35 or 40 yards, but he ran about 80 or 100 by the time he crossed to one side of the field and then went all the way back the other way. He ran a long way with that football. It's going to be a block in the back. A block in the back on the return against the Cougars, which will be a spot penalty. And it's going to back the ball all the way back up into Cougar territory at the 30-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 from there. So the Cougars with the football after the penalty. 6:16 to go here in the first half. Cougars lead by a score of 13-12.
Yeah, he's on the first and 10 Cougars from the 30.
Cougars have the football, first and 10, I formation. Handoff is going to be to the back out of the backfield. He's going to be battling for yardage at left tackle. Christian Crook on the carry.
What was that call, Coach? Malcolm, what was that last call?
Play's going to gain 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6. Actually, they say now that was McCants on the carry. It's going to be Ty McCants, number 2. Number 3, Christian Crook, comes out of the ball game for the Cougars. I formation. Tight end to the right side. Wide receiver set to the left. Here comes the toss sweep near side. Blocking's going to be up front. Number 2 is going to break, and he's going to take it to the house. It looks like he's going to get there as no elbow. They do catch him from behind inside the 5-yard line. And so Ty McCants, number 2, they do signal touchdown, so they give. There is a penalty flag down, and it very well could be a horse collar tackle at the end of that play. But they do signal touchdown for the Cougars. That's the most important part of it. Personal foul. It's going to be a horse collar tackle against the defense. They're going to take the penalty, but they'll assess the penalty on the kickoff. So the Cougars are going to line up and kick the extra point, leading in the ball game by a score of 19-12. And I'm going to watch this play and not be taking notes. There's the ball, going to be spotted down. Kick is up, and kick is good. So the point after touchdown is good, and with 5:14 to go here in the first half, the score is Escambia Academy 20 and Hooper Academy 12. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated home with location in Alabama. Juniper Creek storm recovery logs, variety of building. We have long-leaf pine, hardwood, wood, start for new wood flooring, but in
Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 254-0414 or Cooper at 251-362-81. That's Greg Fralick. 044 8100 for Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
And welcome back. Escambia Academy Cougars with the lead, 20-12 with 5:14 to go here in the first half. Cougars with the ball teed up. They're going to kick off to Hooper Academy. Ty McCants with about a 69-yard touchdown run for the Cougars. And the Cougars get a chance to kick the ball back through the end zone for a touchback because they got 15 penalty yards assessed against Hooper Academy on the ensuing kickoff. So the ball easily makes its way through the end zone, and Hooper Academy will have the ball first down and 10 from their own 20. So the Cougars playing another night of good football. They've made a couple of mistakes here early, putting the football on the ground, but they're able to correct those because they got the turnovers back. Of course, earlier, Christian Crook was able to pick off a pass. That's what gave the Cougars the ball back, so they returned that, evened out that turnover. McGinty from the shotgun. Handoff is going to be to the back on an end around. Good job there by the Cougar defense. As they flanked number 1, Zach Rustley, the senior running back. They flanked him out wide left, and they brought him around on an end around. Tried to hand off to him, but he found tough going as he actually gains only 1 yard on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Play picks up 1 yard, 2nd down 9.
2nd down and 9. The ball spotted just beyond the 20-yard line. Wide receivers split wide to both sides. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback McGinty's going to hand off on the carry. That's going to be number 24. And that's 24, R.J. Coker on the carry, the senior. And Coker finds tough going. He actually loses a yard, and so it's back to being 10 yards to go, now 3rd down. Actually, they mark him a loss of a little bit more than that. It'll be 3rd down and 11. So Cougars with a big opportunity right here, 3rd down and 11. As they look to pick up a homecoming victory here in Canoe on this Friday night. The last Friday night in September 2022. Hard to believe that tomorrow's October 1st. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to 24. 24 on the carry. He's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and finally gets taken down. He's going to lose yardage again. That's going to be 24, R.J. Coker. And R.J. just doesn't have the speed to get outside. He's going to be more of your north and south type guy and not an east and west. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Play fails to gain. It's going to stay 4th down and 11. And the punting unit for Hooper Academy comes out. The Cougars send back Devin Kelly deep, number 5, Devin Kelly deep to receive for the Cougars. Clock running, 3:07 to go here in the first half. The punt's going to be blocked and recovered. It looked like Jacob Lee, number 1, got in there, and he blocked the punt, took it right off the punter's foot.
Hey, stay in that jump ball and punch it in, baby.
And so the Cougars are going to have the football, and they're knocking on the door inside the 5-yard line after the recovery of the blocked punt. So a good play there on special teams by the Cougars. Jacob Lee, number 1, got in there, blocked the punt. The Cougars got on it. They take over 1st down and 10, and they're going to have another opportunity to score with 2:59 to go here remaining in the first half. From the I formation, Jacob Lee underneath center. There's going to be a flag. And it looks like somebody moved up front, as it looks like the preliminary signal is going to be motion against the Cougars. It's going to be dead ball. Somebody must have got out of their stance or something. It's one thing when you get up there and you get set, you got to stay set. And somebody with just a little preliminary movement for the Cougars backs the ball up 5 yards. So it's now going to be still first down and goal, but it'll be first down and goal from looks like about the 8-yard line. Cougars with the football from the I formation. Jacob Lee underneath center. There's the snap. Lee looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet. Rolling to his right. Going to outrun a man. Still running. Still on his feet. Let's see if he gets in. He gets close. Looks like he's going to be downed at about the 2. As Jacob Lee was looking to throw the football, but broke containment after he got flushed out of the pocket, went around the right end and is able to pick up some yardage, gets the ball inside the 5. Looks like it's going to be second down and goal now from the Hooper Academy 3-yard line.
Second and goal from the 3.
Clock running, 2:05, 2:04 to go here in the first half. 20-12 the score. Cougars knocking on the door, trying to get in there one more time before we take the halftime break.
Oh, he's going to be in. Well, yeah, just go to right.
There's the handoff. It's going to be to number 5.
Okay.
And that is going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. So on the carry, Devin Kelly, number 5, the 11th grader, takes the ball around right end, gets the ball into the end zone for a touchdown, Cougars. And so with 1:45 to go, the Cougars pick up 6 more points. It's going to be 26-12. And the point after touchdown coming. So with 1:45 remaining, and the bad thing about all these notes that I'm taking is I'm actually going to have to eventually try to read them. Ball's going to be spotted down for the extra point. Jacob Lee standing over the football, so he's going to be ready to kick it. There's the snap. Ball gets on the ground. It's going to be a bad kick, as the ball never was placed on the tee very well. So it's going to remain 26-12 with 1:45 to go. So with 1:45 remaining to go here until the first half, the score, Cougars 26 and Hooper Academy 12. So with that being said, we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Your local agent, Auto Owners Insurance. Something extra. Person. Don't buy from an insurance with an 800 voicemail. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agents here to help you 24/7. Now that's good power.
Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street, Wilmington, or call 6. Expect your kind operation approach reflected in our winning award 5 years consecutively. Service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. To experience the no-hack, best price, worst way of doing business, stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
Welcome back. Hooper Academy with the football as they take over after the kickoff by the Escambia Academy Cougars. Play on first down is going to lose yardage for the Colts. As on the carry is going to be their featured back, Zach Russley, number 1. Russley's going to be thrown for a loss. Or actually no gain on the play. they give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. The ball at the Colts 34-yard line. There's the snap. There's a slant to number 5. That's going to be Judah Petty, the 11th grader, makes the catch. But he is immediately brought down. Play does gain a few yards. It'll be 3rd down now and 2. Clock still running inside 30 seconds, 26, 25 seconds to go here until halftime. There's the snap. McGinney looking to throw, going to throw to the wide receiver out to the wide side. And the ball comes out, and the Cougars are going to pick it up, and it looks like they may return it for a touchdown. No flags down on the play that I see. So a big hit on the receiver after the catch. ST Clarke is able to pick the football up and carry it the distance for the Cougars. That return goes about 55 yards. And so Clarke takes the ball to the house, and with 8 seconds left, the Cougars light the scoreboard up again. And so right now the score is going to be Cougars 32 and Hooper Academy 12. Point after touchdown coming. Jacob Lee, the kicker, the punter, the quarterback. There's the snap. Ball's going to be placed down. Good snap, but he looks like he pushed it to the right, and it's going to be no good. So the point after touchdown is again no good, but the Cougars score again before halftime, and with 8 seconds left, ST Clarke picks up a fumble recovery and takes it about 55 yards or so down the sideline into the end zone, and the Cougars are going to, looks like they're going to go in with a 32-12 halftime lead. So after the touchdown now, the Cougars are going to kick the ball off to Hooper Academy, and they've just got to run off 8 ticks left here on the clock. And the Cougars are going to tee the ball up at their own 40. Doing the kicking is going to be Carson Wilson, the 11th grader, number 8, as he's the kickoff guy for these Cougars. There's the whistle from the head referee, and the ball's approached. There's the kick. It's going to be a line drive that's going to hit the ground, going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line. Cougars with good coverage down the field, and it looks like that the first half clock is going to run out, and we're going to go to halftime with the Cougars in the lead. So at the end of the first half, the Cougars with a 32-12 lead. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lots, land, or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atlanta. At southernrealestate.org on the web. They're just a call away at 251-368. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
And welcome back as we get to halftime here on this Friday night, the last Friday night of September, September the 30th, 2022 at Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama. Ricky Dean with you. And Want to thank Hayden back at the radio station at the old Radio Ranch as he runs things on the board there for us, keeping us going and getting all these fine sponsors plugged in and getting their commercials aired, because without them being around to do what they do, to sponsor these football games for Friday night, we wouldn't be able to do what we do on Friday night, and that's to bring them to you. And, of course, I've been doing this for a bunch of years, and I really enjoy it, and I am so thankful when people get us they allow themselves to sponsor these football games, and we're able to bring the games to you, because, like I say, if it wasn't for them, then we wouldn't be able to do it. Also want to pay tribute to some other sponsors that we have. Of course, one of the things that we do here as part of our sponsorship, when you as part of our sponsorship that we've got going on, the video sponsors for these things that we do on Friday nights, of course, brought to you by Johnson Ford. They sponsor the video broadcast. Also, Reynolds Real Estate and the fine folks at Dr. William Harris's General Surgery Office. Those folks bring the video portion of this broadcast. And one of the things that we're just blessed to be able to do on Friday night is we're able to bring you the portion of the broadcast that has to do with the radio, but then getting to couple that with a video of the game. You can get on YouTube or Facebook and watch the broadcast of the game that way. And, of course, it's a lot like watching it on TV. You get to see the video, get to see all the excitement of the plays, and so that's just what we're blessed to be able to do on Friday nights. And we so much appreciate Tim Dorr and his expertise with the video and everything that keeps us going each and every Friday night. Of course, this game tonight for the Cougars, it is a homecoming game. And, any game like that, any game that you have when you're a high school athlete, it's a big game. But in looking ahead, and, of course, coaches will tell you, well, we don't want to look ahead, and certainly this game is not over.
She has come home from Jacksonville State University to crown our 2020.
And I'll tell you what we're going to do is this is going to be a little unusual. Like I say, it's an unusual night. But one thing that we are going to do is we're going to be listening in as they present the homecoming queens, the maids, and that sort of thing here on a Friday night. So I'll tell you what we'll do as far as the radio-wise. Are we okay? Yeah, we can do that. I'll tell you what let's do is let's take a commercial break and just kind of keep it there with you for a while, Logan, because we're wanting to or Hayden, I'm sorry, because we're wanting to kind of get this on video. And so if you will, just kind of keep it with you and just play a good many of our commercials. And as soon as we get ready to come back to you, we'll come back, if that's okay. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Craig Albrecht.
Freshman maid, Miss Raquel Crook. Rihanna is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. DeWarren Crook, and the younger sister of three brothers, Antonio DeWarren and Christian, a senior here at Escambia Academy. In addition to watching movies, Rihanna's hobbies include fishing, traveling, shopping, and spending time with family and friends. Upon completion of high school, Rihanna plans to attend UCLA and major in marine biology and biological oceanography. Ladies and gentlemen, freshman maid, Miss Rihanna Crook. Sophomore maid, Miss Anna Chesley Robinson. Anna Chesley is the daughter of Matt and Kathy Robinson. Tonight she's being escorted by her father. Anna Chesley has been a student at Escambia Academy since K4. She was a Pee Wee cheerleader in 2nd through 6th grades and a junior varsity cheerleader in her 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. This is Anna Chesley's 2nd year cheering on the varsity cheer squad. She is a member of the Beta Club. She served as her class SGA's representative during her 7th grade and 8th grade and is currently in her 2nd year serving as the SGA Public Relations representative. Anna Chesley has played on the Lady Cougars volleyball team for the past 5 years and played for the varsity softball team 1 year. Anna Chesley is honored to represent her class tonight and wants to say thank you to her classmates for choosing her as their sophomore maid. Go Cougars! Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore maid, Miss Anna Chesley Robinson. Junior maid, Miss Tava Johnson. Tava is the daughter of Julia and Sarah Johnson and Wendy Johnson. Tonight she is being escorted by her cousin, Jake Wasden. Tava has attended Escambia Academy since the 8th grade. While at EA, she has participated in the volleyball team and is now one of the 2 co-captains for the varsity team. She has been a varsity cheerleader for 2 years and was selected as a UCA All-American this past summer. In previous years, Tava has also participated in softball and track. This past year, at the AISA varsity track meet, she placed first in the 110-meter hurdles. This year, she is an officer for the SGA, an officer for the Senior Beta Club, and is a junior class president, as well as being selected as an Atmore Chamber ambassador. In her free time, she enjoys shopping, spending time with friends and family, and playing sports. After high school, Tava would like to attend the University of Alabama, so one day she can receive her PNP. She is honored to be selected by her class to represent them as her junior homecoming maid this year. Ladies and gentlemen, junior homecoming maid, Tava Johnson. Senior maid, Miss Tiffany Gookin. Tiffany is the daughter of Martha and Todd Gookin and sister to Ryan Gookin. Tonight, Tiffany is being escorted by her father, Todd. Tiffany has been a part of the EA family since the 9th grade. During her time here at EA, she has been a Cougarette dancer for 1 year, a part of the Lady Cougar softball team and track team for 2 years, as well as a varsity cheerleader for 2 years, and a varsity volleyball player for 4 years. She also has the honor of being the varsity volleyball team captain and a varsity UCA All-American cheerleader. Inside of school, Tiffany has the privilege of being a Hobie representative, Southern Pine representative, and Atmore Youth Ambassador for 2 years, a member of the SGA for 2 years, a member of the Beta Club for 4 years. Tiffany also has the esteemed privilege of being the senior class vice president and the Beta Club president. After high school, Tiffany plans to attend the University of Alabama with dreams of being a sports orthopedic doctor. Outside of school, Tiffany enjoys spending time with her family and friends at the beach, watching Netflix, attending community events, and playing volleyball with her teammates. Tiffany would like to thank her class for this honor and making every day a new and exciting adventure. Senior maid Tiffany Gookin. Senior maid Abby K. Lee Helton. She is the daughter of Lucinda Michelle Helton and Chuck Lee and sister to Adam Sterling Respris. Tonight she is being escorted by her grandfather, Michael Lamar Helton. Abby Kate has been attending Escambia Academy since the 9th grade. During her time here, she has been an EA volleyball player for 3 years, a Lady Cougar softball player for 2 years, a member of the Cougarettes for 2 years, and an EA varsity cheerleader for 2 years. Abby Kate is currently the captain of the varsity cheer squad and is an AISA All-Star. Along with sports, Abby Kate has been in student government for the past 4 years and serves as the president of the SGA for 2023. She also has been a member of the Beta Club since freshman year and has had the honor of being the president of her class for the past 2 years. Abby Kate plans to attend Auburn University, where she will spend 7 years to become a physical therapist. Once graduated, she plans to be a physical therapist at Thomas Hospital in Fairhope and hopes to open her own practice one day. Abby Kate is involved in many community service events. During COVID, she participated in 3 food drives serving the poor and needy. Every year, her family delivers pallets of peanut butter to homeless shelters in Pensacola around Christmas time. Outside of school, Abby Kate enjoys spending time with her family and friends, playing with her dog, Louis Vuitton, shopping, baking, and watching Netflix. Abby Kate would like to give a special thanks to her mom, brother, both sets of grandparents, and the rest of her family for supporting her. Senior maid, Abby Kate Lee Helton. Senior maid Cadence Colby. She is the daughter of Jackson and Liz Colby. She has been at EA since her 9th grade year, is a member of the dance team, plays softball for 2 years, represented the dance team in Orlando, represented EA in Miss Teen, Alabama, the secretary of the SGA, and she wants to major in early childhood development. Ladies and gentlemen, senior maid Cadence Colby. All right, give these ladies a big hand, please. Now at this time, we'd like to introduce our 2022 homecoming queen, Miss Tiffany Gookin.
Since the day you were born, beautiful baby from the outside in, chasing dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our 2022-23 homecoming queen, Miss Tiffany Gookin.
Okay. I'm going to have to call him right back.
Congratulations again to all our homecoming maids.
You reached WBCR. We're not here at the office. You reached W.
Not yet.
You reached W.
Welcome back to Escambia Academy on a Friday night. Had to take a little break while we crowned a homecoming queen on this Friday night here in Canoe. And appreciate all you folks for allowing us to get that done. And we are trying to get back into football now. So we're in the process of getting the teams back on the field, and looks like we're fixing to get back on the air. So the Cougars are going to kick off. And actually, I'm not on the air, so I got to call the station back.
All right, I got you now. You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. This system's a little different, but all right, I'm about to patch you back in.
All right, sounds good. Welcome back to Escambia Academy Cougar football on a Friday night, as we had to take a little break during the halftime because we had to crown a homecoming queen. We got that done, and now we're ready to start the second half as the Cougars kick to Hooper Academy. And so we're back to football action now. I want to congratulate the 2022 Escambia Academy homecoming queen, Tiffany Gookin. And she was very proud and very beautiful as she got crowned homecoming queen here at Escambia Academy on this Friday night, the last Friday night in the month of September. So now we're back to football action, and we've got wide receivers split wide to both sides this Hooper Academy. Two backs in the backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to 24. They keep trying to run 24 on the carry, and it looks like there may be a fumble on the play. Let's see if the Cougars get it. Because earlier in the game, we did get kind of fooled by what we thought was a fumble earlier, so let's not. No signal as of yet, as the referees still are huddling around where the stop was made. And no, Hooper Academy will maintain possession of the football.
Loses 2 yards, second down.
So it's going to be second down and 12 now as that play loses 2 yards for Hooper Academy. Hooper Academy keeps trying to run number 24. And 24 is a big power back, but he just doesn't have the speed. Now here comes the speed. That's going to be number 1 on the carry, but he's going to be dropped for a big loss. So Russley on the carry for Zach Russley. And he gets thrown for a big loss. They keep trying to hand off the ball to 24. 24 is R.J. Coker. But R.J. just doesn't have the speed that number 1 Russley has. But the Cougars do a good job on him on defense right there. Now it's 3rd down and a whole bunch. Going to be 3rd down and about 22 yards to go. Hooper Academy with slot set to the right side. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap. McGinty looking to throw. He's under pressure. Still under pressure. Still getting hit. And they're trying to get him to the ground and finally do. And so a 4th down play now upcoming for Hooper Academy, and they're going to have to punt the football away to Escambia. So a good defensive stand here by the Cougars to start the second half of this ball game. Clock running, or actually clock stopped. 10:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the punt return team on the field for Escambia Academy. There's a snap, low snap, going to be fielded. Kick's going to be a low kick. It's on the ground. Everybody's getting away from it. And it's going to roll to a stop and be downed, still inside Colt territory. It'll be 1st down and 10 Cougars. The ball spotted at the Hooper Academy 46-yard line. So great field position for the Cougars, as they have the football now and the lead in the game by a score of 32-12. 9:52 remaining 3rd quarter.
Cougars take over 1st and 10 from the Colt 46.
So the Cougars with the football, 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. And it looks like Jacob Lee is going to get under center. It'll be I formation football for the Cougars on this drive. Whistles prior to the snap. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Cougars. So anyway, we've done a lot of stuff here tonight. We've been watching a football game and a good first half for Escambia Academy, as they have a 32-12 lead over Hooper Academy on this Friday night, homecoming 2022. We've crowned a homecoming queen, so we got that done. So we just got all kind of little busy stuff to do here on Friday night, but it's what Friday nights are made for. Just trying to give you some score updates on other games that we have in the area. We can go down them right now. At halftime, it was Jackson 35, Escambia County, the Blue Devils 14. Thomasville 21, Flomaton 14 at the half. Cottage Hill and W.S. Neal were all tied up in the first half. T.R. Miller 7 and Bayside Academy, T.R. Miller 7, Bayside Academy 3 at the half. And XL leads Monroe County at halftime by a score of 35-6. From the I formation, handoff is going to be to the I back, or actually the fullback in the I. And a good job there on 1st down by the Cougars. As they pick up about 6 yards, it'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball comes out across the 40 to the 39-yard line of Hooper Academy.
2nd and 4.
2nd down, 4. Cougars with the football. I formation. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, under center. Wide receiver split wide left. Tight end set to the right. There's going to be a little pitch. It's going to be out there to number 3. That's going to be number 3, Christian Crook. Christian Crook battling for yardage. He's going to be down inside the 5. And let's see if there's going to be a penalty flag that's going to bring that play back. It's either going to be a hold or more than likely a hold. And they're going to bring it back. Where the flag is on about the 38-yard line of Hooper. So it is going to be holding against the Cougars, so that's going to nullify that good run by Christian Crook. And it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that's at the 38. So it'll take it all the way back to the 48-yard line. That's where it'll be first down and 10. The ball's still in Hooper Colt territory. Well, they moved it again, so it'll actually be at the 49. Clock running with 8:52 to go here in the third quarter. Cougars from the I formation. Wide receiver split wide to the right, tight end to the left. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. McCants looking for yardage, still battling for yardage, but he's going to be drugged down in the backfield, a loss of several yards. And so McCants is going to come out of the game. And Devin Kelly is going to go in. One of the things that the coaching staff has been working with since the coaching change here at Escambia Academy are different formations offensively, different personnel groupings. There's the snap, little toss sweep coming near side. That's going to be number 22 on the carry. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. And so the Cougars keeping the ball on the ground. On the carry for them was going to be ST Clarke, number 22. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. A fourth down and 10. And so the Cougars are going to send the punt team on, and they're going to punt the ball away. There's the snap. Good snap. Kick is going to be away. It hits and takes a roll for the Cougars. And the ball is finally going to be downed inside the 10-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 9. So with 7:32 to go here in the third quarter, the score, Escambia Academy 32 and Hooper Academy 12. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and auto owners. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
This is Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fulmerton, or call 296-2471. Why buy at we put our customers' wants and needs and offer a stress-free approach. Reflected in our winning Ford for 5 years consecutively. Sales to service, everything we can to achieve highest service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. I ask you to come by at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the know-how, best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
And welcome back, Hooper Academy with the football. Clock running with 7:05 to go here in the third quarter. Escambia Academy with a 32-12 lead. Defense on the field for the Cougars. As Hooper breaks the huddle, they're going to face a 2nd down and 15. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back out of the backfield. He's going to battle for short yardage at right tackle.
What is he doing? He back down with the linebacker.
Russell, the ball carrier.
So the tackle's going to be made after a gain of only a couple yards.
3rd and 11 from the 8.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 11 yards to go for Hooper Academy. The ball spotted at their own 8-yard line. There's the snap from the shotgun. Back trying to make the corner. Finally, he's going to be knocked out of bounds after a minimal gain. Not nearly enough for a first down. And the punt team is going to have to come on and punt the ball away for Hooper Academy, so the Cougars will get the ball back. Got closer to the first down than I initially thought, as the ball comes all the way out to about the 17-yard line.
4th and 2 from the 17.
So it'll be 4th down and 2 for Hooper. Hooper with the punting unit on, back deep to receive for the Cougars. It's going to be number 5. That's going to be Devin Kelly. Ball's going to take a roll for Hooper Academy and roll all the way down to the Cougar 41-yard line. It'll be picked up there and downed. And so that's where the Cougar offense will go take over the football. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter. And like I say, I tell you, you have to be – you look up and the scoreboard is just flying. The time is just flying off the scoreboard because of so many running plays. Both of these teams heavily into the run. And so they are not very many balls flying through the air, not many incomplete passes because they're just not throwing the ball. And so the clock just rolls and rolls. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter. 32-12 the score. Cougars with the football. And really the times tonight that they've been stopped, they've stopped themselves. There's the snap, low snap. Going to be a good handoff, though, to Kelly, number 5, as he's going to battle for yardage. And he does a smart thing right there. And I think that's actually a taught move, is Kelly, before he ran out of bounds, he just finally got there, saw he wasn't going to get any more yardage. He just laid on the ground. And that's smart, because what the Cougars want to do now is get to zeros on the clock. 32-12 the score. The clock running with 5:14 to go third quarter. That first down play gained 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. The ball spotted at the Cougar 45-yard line.
What's that play call, Coach Malcolm?
Cougars taking a lot of time in the huddle. 3-2. They got to hurry. They're not going to get it off. Well, they just do because, yeah, they throw a flag. Not sure what they're going to penalize them for, because the delay of game would have been a dead ball penalty. I mean, that would have stopped the play from even happening. It's an illegal shift against the Cougars. And that's going to penalize them 5 yards. So there again, the Cougars just kind of shooting themselves in the foot here on offense. That penalty's declined. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. So it'll stay 5 yards to go, but they lose a down as the penalties decline. So it'll be 3rd down. And Cougars break the huddle with a slot set to the left side, wide receiver set far to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Jacob Lee's in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 5, Devin Kelly. Kelly looking for running room, and he's just running in place. Finally breaks the tackle. And looks like he's going to get enough. Before he's knocked out of bounds, he's going to get enough for a first down. Penalty flag coming in late. Devin Kelly broke a tackle or two, spun out of the arms of a would-be defender, and he's going to get finally knocked out of bounds, and that may be He may have gotten knocked out of bounds late. Discussion happening here right on the sidelines of the Cougars. They're talking about it. Are the referees? Let's see what the call is going to be. White Hat will step out. It's going to be a dead ball, personal foul against Hooper Academy. Nothing else called, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the infraction. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty that's going to be marked off from the 45-yard line of the Colts. That'll take the ball all the way down to the 30. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Cougars from there. Clock is stopped with the penalty. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jacob Lee, the quarterback from the shotgun. He's got a back on either side of him. Slot to the right side, wide receiver split wide left. There's the handoff to number 3, Christian Crook. Crook looking for running room. Got to cut it up. And finally gets knocked out of bounds far side. And somebody needs to get in Christian's ear right here and tell him to stay in bounds.
Crook, the ball carrier.
Actually, they say that he did stay in bounds, so the White Hat is rolling the clock. Clock down to 3:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Cougars with the football, kind of meandering up to the line of scrimmage. Slot to the right side, wide receiver split wide left. Jacob Lee, the quarterback from the shotgun. He's got a back on either side of him. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3. Cougars will snap. There's a penalty flag. Penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. There again, I believe the Cougars got the playoff in time, but they're talking about something else. It's going to be motion again against the Cougars.
Was it a motion call or something? It looked like a motion call.
Yeah, they didn't call delay a game. It was some sort of motion on the interior line. Maybe somebody came out of their, or maybe a wide receiver came out of his set a little earlier, or possibly even a back. Because the White Hat's the one that's throwing the penalty, so he's seeing something in the backfield that's happening that's drawing that penalty. Maybe a back just kind of getting a little bit of lean going and then moving a little early. 5, 4, 3 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap. Jacob Lee's going to hand off to number 22. 22 is going to be ST Clarke. He's at left end. And ST is going to gain some yardage.
Driven out of bounds by number 22, Caden Lumley.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Cougars. 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5.
And there again, something that the Cougars ought to be doing in the huddle is reminding these ball carriers to stay in bounds. As the clock stops with 2:28 to go third quarter. 32-12 the score. Escambia Academy with the lead in the football. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to Christian Crook. Crook looking for running room around right end. Penalty flag on the play. That's going to be a holding call.
Penalty flags on the play.
As it happened right in front of the White Hat referee. So they're going to talk about that, and the Cougars are going to be backed up. Holding call took place behind the line of scrimmage. So here's the penalty. Holding against the Cougars will be a 10-yard, or actually it's offsetting penalties now. So they're going to offset. Holding against the Cougars, I saw that one, did not see the face mask, but the penalty's offset, so we'll just replay the down right here. It'll be 3rd down and 5 as the ball remains where it was at the 25-yard line. So Cougars break the huddle. Jacob Lee will remain in the shotgun. Got a slot to the left side. Wide receiver set wide to the right. There's the snap. Jacob looking to throw. Tries to hit a back out of the backfield. Pass intended for number 22, ST Clarke, the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete. So the clock was flying through the 3rd quarter. Now all of a sudden it's like somebody took the batteries out of it and it stopped. Too many penalty flags and a couple of pass plays, and you just take the batteries out of the clock. 1:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 32-12 the score. Jacob Lee is going to use the cadence of the quarterback to draw an offsides penalty. And big guy on the defensive line for number 77. I give him credit for this one because I'm going to call him out because 77 just smoked a Cougar lineman. But he said, Jeremy Williams, the big senior defensive tackle, said, if I'm going to get 5-yard penalty, I'm going to get all of them. So he got a big-time hit because he knew he was jumping off sides. Slot left, wide receiver set wide right. 2 backs in the backfield. Jacob Lee, the quarterback from the shotgun. 7, 6, 5 to go on the play clock. 4, 3, there's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 3. That's going to be Christian Crook. Crook still on his feet, reverses his field, comes back around, picks up a block, and he's going to break a tackle and get into the end zone, and if no flags are on the play, it's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. The signal is touchdown. So with 1:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Cougars light up the scoreboard one more time, and so with 6 more points on the board, the score will be 38-12, Escambia Academy. So a good run there by Christian Crook as he looked like he was going to be stopped, but he kept battling for yardage. Broke a couple of tackles, reversed his field, and got into the end zone. And I'm taking all these notes that I've got about things, scoring, and different stuff like that, and I have no idea. There's a point after touchdown that is going to be up and no good. They say it's no good. So no point after. But with 1:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the score, Escambia Academy 38 and Hooper Academy 12. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
All over Alabama and Northwest area. Thank you for making time and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lot, land, or commercial property in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web. Call away. 368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
And welcome back as we continue on this Friday night. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. 38-12 the score. The Escambia Academy Cougars leading the ball game against Hooper Academy. in a game that the Cougars could probably be a couple of more touchdowns ahead, but they've lost the ball on a couple of turnovers. Cougars on defense, play on first down. They don't even have the chains set as of yet. They've already run a play. So a play on first down gains about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The ball spotted right at the 50. Clock running inside a minute, down to 35, 34, 33 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hooper Academy, wide receiver set wide to the right. Handoff is going to be to number 24. They've used 24 a bunch tonight, but really to no avail. I mean, he runs the ball hard, but he just doesn't have the speed. 24 is going to be R.J. Coker, big 12th grader, big senior. And that's going to end the third quarter. And so with 3 quarters in the books, we'll take a quick break and come back for the fourth and final. So we'll be back with the fourth quarter, the score at the end of 3. Escambia Academy 38 and Hooper Academy 12. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Craig Albritton, your senator. Great to be back under the lights of Friday night. It's been a long time since I was a player under the same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, nation, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use principles as we compete with other areas, pay for the resources we need. My job to see the Escambia Academy a winner.
That auto parts located 105 been asked for. These are automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
And welcome back. Cougars with the football. Or actually, I'm sorry, Hooper Academy with the football. The Colts. Colts have the ball. 3rd down and about 3 yards to go from the Cougar 45-yard line as we start the fourth and final quarter of this football game. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the back number 1 for Hooper Academy. That's going to be Zach Russley. He's been a workhorse for this bunch from Hope Hull. As Russley, he's the speed back. 24, R.J. Coker is the power back. And Russley, who they also flank out wide as a receiver. He's the speed guy. Hooper from the shotgun. Split in to the right side. Wide receiver to the left. Handoff is going to be to 1. He's got running room. Russley. He shows some speed but loses his footing and slips down on his own. Old Turf Monster got him out there at about the 24-yard line. Does pick up a first down, though, as the chains move. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Hooper. The ball inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line of Escambia Academy. McGinty, the quarterback, he's going to be in the shotgun. Handoff is going to be to 24. And 24 is going to battle for yardage.
Coker, the ball carrier.
R.J. Coker on the carry, but he just doesn't have the speed that Russley's got. Clock running, 10:44, 43 to go here in the ball game. 38-12 the score. Escambia Academy with the lead on this homecoming 2022. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to Rustley. Rustley around right in. Got running room. Finally going to get knocked out of bounds. He's going to have enough for a first down, but doesn't quite make the end zone. So Rustley is knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Looks like he makes it down to about the 9, and it'll be first down and goal.
First and goal from the 7. First and goal from the 10.
So first down and goal from the 9-yard line as Hooper has the football. Quarterback in the shotgun. Handoff is going to be to Rustley again. He's coming around left end, got running room, and finally he gets pulled down by his shoulder pads. Looks like they're going to call probably a horse collar, which I'm not really sure about the horse collar tackle on that one, because you're not pulling him down from behind. They just grabbed him from the side, just kind of slung him down. Not sure by definition of the rule that's actually a horse collar tackle, but probably that's what the call is going to be. Personal foul. It's going to be a horse collar. They're going to be a half the distance penalty assessed against the Cougars. So with the penalty, that stops the clock. 10:01 remaining in the ball game. Cougars with the lead, 38-12.
Personal foul, horse collar is a call against Cougars.
So Cougars backed up now as this offense for Hooper Academy has the ball first down and goal to go now. Quarterback keeper as McGinney tries to battle for yardage. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line, and it'll bring up second down.
Second down.
So second down and goal as McGinney tried to take the snap and just go at right tackle, but he was unable to get into the end zone. So McGinney will be in the shotgun. Got wide receivers flanked to both sides, back on either side of him. There's the handoff going to be to Rustley. Rustley is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So Zach Rustley gets the ball into the end zone for Hooper Academy. So that'll put 6 points on the board, and now the score will be 38-18, a 20-point lead for the Cougars with 9:08 to go here in the ball game. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there and go for 2 on the play. .25-second clock whistled into motion. Slot receivers to the right side. McGinney to the quarterback. He's going to be in the shotgun looking to throw. Got a man out of the backfield, going to throw it. Going to be into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is good. Makes a score. The Cougars 38.
So with 9:08 to go, here in the ball game, the score is Escambia Academy 38 and Hooper Academy 20. So we'll take a break from this point and come back. The Cougars will have the football when we return. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique. But one thing is for sure. Everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Always working on something. At your local ACE, proud to play our part in the communities. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Ask. Our associates are glad to help. They'll show you everything you need started. Tips and expert advice and get a great result. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. And the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
And welcome back. Hooper Academy, the Colts have the ball teed up at the 40. They're going to kick off to Escambia. 9:08 to go here in the ball game. Kick is high and end over end, going to be fielded back at about the 20-yard line. And the Cougars are going to have the ball on offense. Tackle is made on the return out at about the 36-yard line. That's where the Cougars will have the ball first down and 10 as the offensive unit hurries out there. Cougars need to eat up some clock. They just need to keep the ball on the ground, just kind of ground and pound it. As we were rolling right along there for much of the third quarter of play, but then all of a sudden we started throwing the ball a little bit, and penalty flags kind of played into some of the offensive sets, and next thing you know, it's like I said earlier, somebody took the batteries out of the clock. Jacob Lee with the football, trying to make the turn, and he's able to, stays in bounds, finally gets hit and knocked out of bounds. Got a penalty. It's going to be a holding call against the Cougars. So somebody out on the edge reached and grabbed a handful of jersey. And that's what helped Jacob Lee get some running room along the near sideline. And so that spotted the foul penalty. It'll be 10 yards from about the 39-yard line. They'll take it all the way back to the 29. Actually a block in the back, not a hold. So it'll stay first down, but now it's going to be first down and about 16 yards to go. Clock running, 8:40 to go here in the ball game. Cougars with the football. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, from the shotgun. He's got people spread out all over the place. A little toss sweep out to number 3. That's Christian Crook. Crook still battling for yardage. Reverses his field. He's coming. Got a lot of room over here. Got a lot of room and looking to make a cut. Finally does make a cut. And there's going to be a flag somewhere.
In the field.
So a big time run there by Christian Crook. But it looks like
they got it for it, but it wasn't what they were trying to say it was, yeah.
So anyway, a penalty flag in the middle of the field. And that's going to be a spot of the foul penalty that's going to be assessed 10 yards. The penalty yard is a block in the back is the call. Now, a first down was gained, so it's going to be an end of the run, or not an end of the run, a spot of the foul penalty. So 10 yards back from the spot of the foul. It is a first down for the Cougars. So they will maintain possession of the ball and have a first down and 10. The ball spotted at the Hooper Academy 43-yard line. Clock still running, 8:08 to go here in the ball game. Cougars with the football and the lead. There's the snap. Pass is going to be near side. ST Clarke with the football, battling for yardage. A good gain there on the little pass play. $7:29 to go here in the football game. That play picks up 9 yards on first down. It'll be second down and 1. If you're interested, of course I am, being a baseball guy, trying to keep up with the Braves and the Mets. And, of course, the Mets and the Braves are locked up in the National League East. And right now in the ball game in Atlanta, the Braves are winning the ball game. Mets are batting in the top of the 9th with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Braves with a 5-2 lead.
Come on, Luke.
Number 3, Christian Crook on the carry. He's going to lose yardage. So the Braves need to take a couple of games in Atlanta this weekend. They've got 3 games left with the Mets. Of course, them and the Mets are all knotted up. But if the Braves could win 2 out of 3 or even sweep, that would be great. But you need to win 2 out of 3. That way you go into Miami first part of the week. Those are the last 3 games of the season. If you win 2 out of 3 against the Mets, then win 2 out of 3 against the Marlins, it don't matter what else happens, the Braves will win the East. There's the snap. Going to be a little toss sweep out here to the right. Looking for running room. Got running room. That's going to be number. And the penalty flag is going to be.
Oh, Luke crossed that guy, man. Come on, man.
So a penalty flag on the play.
That was a bad call, guys.
So 5:53 to go with the clock stopped. Going to be a hold called against the Cougars. So that'll be a spot of the foul penalty. So the ball comes all the way out to the Colts 48-yard line. The clock put in motion with 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. And this Cougar crowd a little hot over the holding call. That kind of was a phantom call. It didn't look much like holding, looked like a good block. Slots to the left, wide receiver set to the right. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, in the shotgun. There's the snap. Going to be a dead ball, going to be motion against the Cougars. Cougars just need to line up in the I formation and run the ball over the top of this bunch, and let's run the clock out. It's 3rd down and a whole bunch. It's about 25 yards to go for a first as the ball's moved all the way back into Cougar territory, spotted at the 47-yard line. There's a throw down the field, going to overthrow everybody and be incomplete. So 5:05 to go here in the ball game, and the Cougars are going to have to send the punt unit on. Cougars there for just a little bit, kind of got it away from their identity. And, of course, penalties hurt them. So 5:05 to go in the ball game. 38-20 the score. There's the snap. There's a good punt. It's going to hit, and it's going to get into the end zone for a touchback. So the ball will come out. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. 4:55 to go in the ball game, and I'm going to keep it here. And the reason I'm going to is because I'm sitting here looking at. There's now 2 outs in the game in Atlanta with the bases still loaded. The score still Atlanta 5, the New York Mets 2. As the Braves are looking to win game 1 of this series in Atlanta. And that would actually, the Braves are actually a game back at this point. So this win tonight against the Mets head-to-head would knot them all up with 2 games left in the series. 2-2 the count, 2 outs in Atlanta. 5-2 the score. And here in live football action, the Colts with the football as they run the ball at right tackle. Clock running with 4:42 to go. Clock still running, 4:35. 38-20 the score. The Escambia Academy Cougars with the lead. Still no changes yet. Of course, we're behind things on the trying to keep up with. There's a pass that's going to be complete to a wide receiver set out here to the left-hand side on the reception, number 21.
Pass complete to number 21, Lucas Spellman.
Lucas Spellman on the reception.
Third down 2.
Going to be a 3rd down and 2. Clock now inside 4 minutes to go in the ball game. 3:55, clock still rolling. Things aren't happening in Atlanta right now. I'm not sure whether they, still a 2-2 count it's showing with 2 outs and a 5-2 score. As soon as it updates, I'll let you know. Running back at right end is going to gain first down yardage for Hooper. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. First down and 10, Hooper Academy. The ball spotted at their own 40-yard line. Escambia Academy on defense. Clock running, 3:22, 3:21 and counting here in the fourth and final quarter of this game. There's the snap. McGinnity, the quarterback, looking to throw. Got a man open. Overthrows him. As he had a man open, and the ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Another penalty flag on the play. 3:06 remaining in the ball game with the clock stopped, as the white hat and one of his referees discuss what the penalty is going to be and who is going to be against. They wave the penalty flag off, so no penalty on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Hooper. The ball still spotted at their own 40-yard line. And the ball game has ended in Atlanta, with the final score being Atlanta 5, New York Mets 2. As the Mets leave the bases loaded in the top of the 9th inning to end the ball game. So now the Mets and the Braves are all knotted up in the National League East, with 2 games left in the series tomorrow night and Sunday, and then 3 games with the Florida Marlins at the beginning of the week. And not sure yet where Florida's going to be able to play, if they'll be able to play at home or if they'll move those games. But those are the games left that Atlanta will have. So the National League East all knotted up. 2 minutes, 36 seconds. The clock's still running here in the ball game as we are approaching the end. Hooper Academy with the football. Inside Cougar territory now, down at the 40-yard line. McGinnity, the quarterback, looking to throw. Throwing high, got a man open. And that's going to be a pass interference call. Really looked like good coverage. But I don't believe that guy had thrown his flag yet tonight, so he wanted to get in on the action. He's going to call pass interference against the Cougars. But the good thing is that's just going to be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It's not like the NFL rule or the college rule.
Somebody just tell him, man. Just tell him the only people that be out there and coach.
So 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. 38-20 the score. There's the snap. McGinnity, the quarterback, number 4, looking to throw. He's going to be flushed, and he's going to be sacked all the way back at his 40-yard line, or at the Cougars' 40-yard line. A big sack there by the Cougar defense. And the clock is rolling. 2:02, 2:01, 2 minutes left in the ball game. And a big loss. They actually spot the ball up at about the 37-yard line. There's the snap. McGinney looking to throw again. He's under pressure. Dumps it off to big number 24 on a little screen pass to the far side. So they dump it off to R.J. Coker. And the clock stops with 1:25 to go in the ball game. And there's a timeout on the field. And so both teams will go to their sidelines and they'll talk about things. So it looks like the Cougars are going to pick up their second victory in a row this year. Under the leadership of Coach Jex Billups, as he took over the program after 3 games into the season. So his first 2 games, assuming the interim head coach for these Cougars, he picks up wins. And the Cougars for the past 2 weeks have played really pretty decent football. Now tonight, even though they've got a good lead, they've got an 18-point lead, they've struggled at times primarily with penalties. So stuff to work on. And I tell you one thing, in looking at the Cougars, what the Cougars have going on, next week's game is like the big game for the Cougars, and I'll explain it to you. I'll try to explain it to you here as we go. Handoff is going to be to number 1, and he's going to get hit and driven out of bounds. But anyway, in looking at the schedule for the Cougars, this game really didn't mean anything because the Cougars are playing Hooper Academy tonight. Hooper Academy is not a region game for the Cougars. Now, going into next week's game against Pickens Academy at Pickens is a region game. Now, Pickens has no wins on the year so far. So there's 5 teams in the region. The top 4 teams go to the playoffs. So if the Cougars can beat Pickens Academy next week, it could be that these Cougars could find themselves a playoff team this year. There's a snap. There's a throw down deep. It's going to be, almost intercepted. The ball falls incomplete. Almost an interception there by the Cougars. Inside a minute to go now, 34.7 seconds left. Pass broken up by Sean Riley. And looks like the Cougars are going to be on offense after the failed 4th down play. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars from the 25, and it looks like the old victory formation will come into play here, as the Cougars just need to run this final 34.7 seconds off the clock. So anyway, getting back to the discussion about next week's game, what makes next week's game so big is it's a region game, and this is going to be the game for the 4th spot in the playoff picture. And that'll be in Class 2A, Region 2. So the clock is going to run out now with Hooper Academy being out of timeouts. So what it'll look like next week is Escambia will go to Pickens Academy. Their record will be 2-3. They will be still 0-2 in the region. Pickens Academy is 0-1. So if the Cougars can knock off Pickens Academy and make them 0-2, the Cougars would pick up a win and be 1-2. And chances are both Clarke Prep and Patrician Academy, who Pickens has left to play, they would probably lose both of those games, and the Cougars would end up being the fourth-place team in Region 2 in Class 2A in the AISA. Well, that's the final, and as the clocks go to 0, the final score, the Escambia Academy Cougars 38 and the Hooper Academy Colts 20. We'll be on the road next week. We'll be right here on the radio at WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore. We'll also be on YouTube and Facebook from Pickens Academy, way up yonder. So we're going to have a little traveling to do next Friday, as we'll be about 3 hours away from the house. But you'll be able to catch us Friday night, as we'll be on the air somewhere around 7:45. We'll bring you all the action beginning with the kickoff at 2 o'clock, and like I say, or at 7 o'clock. And like I say, that's going to be a big game for the Cougars, as they need to go up and pick up a win against Pickens Academy, because that could be the game, or will be the game, that will decide whether or not the Cougars are able to go into postseason play at the end